to throw now on first down. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive. It comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And the Eagles are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
First and goal down to the 1-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before it could even get started.
Second and goal at the 5-yard line.
Second and 5. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Touchdown! A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Eagles are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0.
14. Chargers, nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Pulls it in at the 13. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Charger drive about to get going. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, first and 10.
Herbert's throw taken in here by Patrick.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding it for a short gain.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Here's Herbert. And this one's incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
A gain of 6. And the Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Herbert on first down now. Over the middle, he finds Pettis complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
After the run, now Herbert to throw. That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it, but couldn't pull it in.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. On 4th down, Herbert looking for Pettis, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all 3 phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick-6.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the 2nd quarter.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the 1st as they kick this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Williams brings it in. Touchdown, Chargers.
Mike Williams.
73 yards.
And the Chargers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Well, since we don't have a rooting interest in this one, neither one of us wanted to see this one get out of hand too early. Here we are in the 1st quarter. That was an important response for them to score already down 21.
Right down the middle. A pretty wild 1st quarter. 21-7, our score. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And he's going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
19 yards. First down, Philadelphia.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking left sideline, it's complete.
Well, he's going to get this all the way down to the 2 before he's wrestled out.
A big play there for Philly. 46 yards.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
Back to throw again. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. They'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Eagles are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns in 21.
Chargers 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, playing the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now it's Herbert. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game. Ready up.
Play action. It's Herbert.
Over the middle, complete. That's Williams. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 7.
Herbert off of play action.
42-yard line.
Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick.
It's a gain of 21 yards. And the Chargers.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Got his man. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Eagles. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So really a nightmare of the first half for him, Charles. His second lost fumble already.
And when they hand us a stat sheet, Brandon, and we see 2 lost fumbles, we usually think quarterback or running back, don't we? It's not often you see guys on the perimeter lose the ball like that.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop him. It's like they're... He's got a man! Complete! 20! Touchdown! Philadelphia! Quez Watkins. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Eagles are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and a rout is on here in this first half.
Chargers 7.
The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Last time out, remember, they fumbled the football. That led to the touchdown. And, Charles, they were in the red zone, so that's a backbreaker. They got to try to pick up the pieces here on this drive.
Yeah, and I actually started to do the math here, so be patient with me. 12-point swing is the way I calculate it, because not only did they drop the ball in the red zone, they watched the opponent score a touchdown right after that. So their goal, have a drive here and try and get some of those points back.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. That's big Jordan Davis powering in to drop him. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out, because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
He'll get this one to Patrick. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
A gain of 16. Brings up 4th down.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Now a timeout signal for him. They'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Partner, do we have a medic here? That can I get a cold compress for my head right now? Watching these play calls, I know that they're in the red zone, but he's in his own red zone, not the opposite red zone, to decide to go for it. How did this happen?
Hey, risky, but it paid off. I agree. You keep calling plays like that, you're going to need a lot of antacids on the sideline. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Herbert. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Herbert. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Early down steps to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Herbert.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Well, partner, they certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 28.
And the Chargers First down.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. Letting one go deep for the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked off by Micah Hyde.
And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
They had the big halftime lead. Their defense just helped them out further by forcing the turnover, so things are starting to look pretty rosy.
They certainly are, but they've got to be careful about getting complacent, though. They still need to...
He's got a man, complete.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
And an Eagle first down.
He'll drop to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Complete to number 20. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Chargers' 34-yard line.
Second and 5. Going deep here for Watkins. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Quez Watkins
with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns.
And the Eagles have taken a 5-touchdown lead.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Score Eagles 42, Chargers 7.
The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away.
Pettis now from his end zone. And ultimately he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
The Charger drive about to get going.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this 2nd half.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Herbert now. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Third and long, it's Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Here we go on fourth. Herbert. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff working right. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now back to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. On the move to his left. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
play fake. He'll look to throw.
Smith brings it in, going across the middle.
A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for third down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. They'll look to throw here. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
They'll set up a throw. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown.
Quez Watkins.
A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Eagles are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Well, CD, I mean, simply put, if anyone around the league wasn't paying attention to them to start the season, they will be heading into week 2. This has been an impressive week 1 performance.
They've certainly announced that they are ready to go, haven't they? They wanted to send a message out to the rest of the league. You better put your eyes on us. We may be someone you have to reckon with.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10.
At their 25-yard line.
He'll hand off here to Eckler.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. It's Eckler again. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Eckler now between the tackles. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Fourth down for Herbert. Desperation time. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And it'll be a turnover on downs. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8.
Here's the option play now to the left. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
The Chargers trot out their dime package, expecting a throw on third down. He'll look to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20. There's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the fourth quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Now they try the right side here. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
To him on first down. And after the good gain last play, this time they say as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the Chargers' 6-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Eagles, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener.